hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope everything is finding you well. I forgot to share to one group of people, so let me do that real quick here while we're just chatting away. And what's today? Today is Thursday. Wow. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I will be on Netter's Network tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Really, really looking forward to that. Um, so I hope to see you all there. Well, wow, I am like totally, I thought I was all prepared and I have actually done nothing that I'm supposed to do today. So let's get some stuff set up here while we're just kind of getting moving here. Let's see, let's do that. And then I have my YouTube here. Let me do my Twitch real quick. Let me put Twitch, make sure Twitch is on emote only off so that if people wanted to chat, they can. So let's check here. Ba-ba-ba. We got that done. And I do not know. I've got to check. I put all these under the wrong title. They should be just chatting. There we go. Okay. So we have looks like we have everything good there. Let's go over to YouTube and let's go to channel here. Okay. And it looks like we are good there. Let's go over here. All this stuff you have to do before you even um, can start your show. It's insane. Let's mute that here. Okay, so let's go to like myself. Let me go ahead and share this. I can only share it on Twitter because I don't know my password to Threads. So we will just be doing that right now. I am live. Then we'll put my Twitch channel on here. Just in case anybody wants to do that. And we will share that. Okay, so I think we have gotten everything done we need to get done. Oh, you know what? I never even thought of a poll today. Let me look real quick and see if I can think of a poll. Ba-ba. Okay, I know a poll. So here's our poll today. It's going to be, let's see if I do it. I like this movie genre best. Um, fantasy, comedy, action, action adventure. So we're going to do sci-fi fantasy that could be anything from Star Wars 2001, Star Trek, any of those kind of things. So sci-fi fantasy, comedy, action adventure, or romance. I know I probably have left I know I've left genres out, but that is what my choices are for this poll. So, sci-fi, fantasy, comedy, action, adventure, or romance. I like this movie genre best. So that's our poll for today. And now let's go and say hello to the chat. I think I got everything done. Let's go way up here to the top. And we have Dadman saying, "Good morning, Mrs. Love you. Have a great stream. Thank you. And I hope you have a great day at work too." And he's saying hello to chat. And Snortapoopus says, "Hello, humans and other critters." And to Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, hello to you, Snortapoopus Cuber. I am so glad you are here today. We have Siri and Stream Elements that have joined over on the Twitch side. We have Sci-Fi Mommy saying good morning. Good morning to you. Tina saying hello. And hello back at you. Whoops, I went too far up in the chat. Yes, I will be on Netters tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I am looking forward to that. If someone could get the link, and yes, thank you, Sci-Fi. You're ahead of the game. Thank you so much for that. The computer, I am being on the laptop. I have so many windows open on this laptop that it's really hard for me to search stuff. So thank you guys for doing that. I've got great mods, great mods. And we have a good mornings, hellos, hellos. And there's the link to where I'm going to be tonight at 10 p.m. And we have Netters Network. Hello, hello to you. Oh no, how do you like today's poll? According to Tina, the naughty dragon. How do you like Pooh Bear's fur? 1, coat, 2, rug, 3, taxidermy, or 4, on the bear? Uh, and Damon says, "Hi everyone, I love you, Mrs. Have to go to a meeting and probably won't be back before you're done. Have fun all." Well, thank you so much, Dad man. Let's see. Yes, it is Friday Eve. We have a lot of comments about meetings. Yes, yuck. And do not forget to hit that like button. Oh, let me see. Let me try doing that. No, I got to do it over here. Let's see. Let me find my right thing. Da, da, da. Okie dokie. There you are. I think I did it. I think I did it. Thank you, Netters. That's a good idea. I keep forgetting about that. And I have pinned it to the chat. And yes, alive and kicking on the bear. Exactly. No, not kick. No, not kicking the bear. That you are alive and kicking. So we don't have your fur as a rug. That's it. Okay, everybody. Well, I'm so glad you're here on Friday Eve. It's good to be back. Second day back. Excuse me. I got to tell you something real funny. I have this little fan that blows by my feet. And oh wow, that's weird. And kept going. It just doesn't feel cool. What's the problem? It's not feeling cool. Well, I realized why it wasn't feeling cool, everybody, because I had it blowing the wrong direction. So yeah, it's been like that. Well, let's talk about this as I always talk about every time. Team Park streamers trying to raise $7,500 for Children's Hospital of Orange County through the Chalk Walk in the Park, presented by Disneyland. This is a hospital for kids that's on the West Coast. That they do a lot of cool stuff. This group they started off with a 500, I think a $500. No, I don't remember what their first goal was, but I do know they raised it to 300, then 500, then 1,000, then 3,000, I think, then 5,000, and now they're at 7,500. They've raised $5,155. I know a lot of people have already supported them, but if you could take and get the link here and share it out, that would be absolutely fantastic. Help get that message out and let's help them reach their goal. The walk is in July 19th, so they still have time. And we have Jerry Mendoza. Morning, Mrs. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you are doing well today. So let's see if we can get everything set up here like we're supposed to. There we go. So guess what time it is, everybody? It's time for me to remove that, remove that. I think do that one. No, I don't think that's the right one. I think that's the right one. And then, nope, that's not the right one either. That's the one we're going to do. Okay, doke. And it's time to start our puzzle for the day. So are we all? Here we go. Let's see, we did audio yesterday, so let's do audio today. AUDIO. This one has a U in it. Wow, but no other vowels. Um, let's try lumpy. Nope, can't do that because let's try plump. 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 Let's try plump. It's not plump, but there's a L and a U. Huh. Oh, I can think of a couple words. Let's look at our hot celebrations today and let's see what we have. It is a National Fish and Chip Day. It says go out and get some slightly or very greasy, tasty fish and chips. Even in America, the stereotypical UK meal has taken root and can be found everywhere. Rich, delicious, flavorful, and utterly satisfying. This is the best way to describe this tasty treat made up of, well, fish and chips. There is just something extremely special about the tang of salt and the oil-stained newspaper that speaks of a meal so steeped in tradition, it only seems appropriate that it comes wrapped in the daily news. National Fish and Chip Day commemorates the fundamental meal of the working class throughout the United Kingdom and beyond. And while its roots may lay on Britannia's foggy shores, there are few places in the world that this comfort food hasn't found its way to. National Fish and Chip Day is just the time to celebrate this delicious meal. And I got this from daysoftheyear.com, one of the sites that I get my celebrations from. The others are National Today and National Day Calendar. So those are what we have here. So what could else be? Oh, Lady V, good morning to you. Mwah, mwah. Good morning. I hope your morning is finding you well. What kind of sound does a fish make? I don't know. What kind of sound does a fish make? Does anybody have any ideas what this word could be today? Any at all? Because I think I might have an idea. I'm going to try Flung, flung. Flung. It's not flung, but we got most of them. F-L. It could have been glues. That was a good word too, netters. So let's try. Flunk. Flunk, yes. Flunk was the word. Flunk was the word. Yes. And today is also D-Day, June 6th. It's, this is from National Day Calendar. We are honoring those who fought on the beaches of Normandy, France. This historical day is a reminder of the day troops of Allied forces staged one of the most pivotal attacks against Germany during World War II. The Battle of Normandy was executed under the code name Operation Overlord and became known as the beginning of the end of World War II. The battle took place along a 50-mile stretch of beaches, including Utah and Omaha Beach. While many explanations exist for the name, some believe the word day means nothing more than what it is, and the countdown to the day and hour of the assault. The US, Britain, and Canada sent more than 160,000 Allied troops under the leadership of General Dwight Eisenhower. The troops manned more than 5,000 ships and 13,000 aircraft the day of the initial landing and is considered one of the largest amphibious military assaults in history. An amphibious military operation requires the use of naval ships to protect ground and air power at a designated landing beach. Due to the sheer number of troops, ships, and aircraft involved, Operation Overlord required extensive planning. The Battle of Normandy liberated northern France, but more importantly, began the liberation of millions of people across Europe. So today is the honoring, commemorating of D-Day. So we have gnome. Gnome, what a good word is that? G-N, gnome, gnome. And it was gnome. The next one has the words A, I, and L. The A is not in the first spot, the L is not in the second, and the I is not in the fourth. There could be so many words that this could be. Just going to have to kind of maybe guess a little bit. It's old time player piano day. The sounds of an old piano fill a room with nostalgia, capturing the spirit of old time player piano day. This day it serves to honor the magical instruments that brought music to countless homes. The melodies, once reserved for skilled pianists, became accessible to everyone through these ingenious devices. People celebrate the day to recognize the cultural significance of player pianos. These instruments bridge the gap between professional musicians and the general public. They allowed everyone to experience music without needing to learn how to play. Enthusiasts use this day to highlight the craftsmanship behind these instruments and to keep their legacy alive. The detailed rolls and self playing features capture the essence of a bygone era. The day is a tribute to music's power to connect generations and a reminder of how far we've come in the world of music technology. So, yes, I know it could be so many words. Well, let's see. L-I, whoops, Liars. Let's try that one. Okay. It's not that, but the I is in there and there's a, huh. Oh, so the L is not in the first or second spot. The A is in has to be in the 4th or 5th, and the R is not in the 4th. The I is in this there's an I in the 2nd spot. So that stays. The I is in the 2nd, so it has to be blank I, blank, blank, blank. Whoops. Blank I, and the A is in the 4th or 5th spot. Blank I-L-I-L-A-R. I'm kinda guessing. So, I know what the word is. I believe I know what the word is. Yeah, there's no S. Think of a word that starts with R, R-I, and see if you can figure it out. Today is whoops, that's not oh, Old Time Player Day I got from Days of the Year. Now we have National Eyewear Day. That's national today. Glasses have gone from one-time geek necessity to cool fashion accessory. National Eyewear Day invites us to celebrate the fact that glasses, besides correcting our vision, can help create a whole new appearance. Honestly, many of us wear non-prescription glasses simply because we like the way they make us look. The good news? Today we can choose from virtually endless styles, shapes, and colors. Plus, tech has changed the mechanics of eyewear forever. New, quote, smart prescription lenses can now automatically switch focus from far to near and back again, thanks to a liquid crystal activated sensor on the frames. National Eyewear Day reminds us to take a moment to think about how far we've come from old school trifocals. As for sunglasses, they deserve a day of their own. So National Eyewear Day, nationaltoday.com. Let's see. Does anyone have an idea with an R? How about R-I, oops, R-I. Oh, the stream froze on you. That's horrible, Lady V. I'm glad you're here. R-I-V-A-L. Let's try rival, not rival. So let's flip those words around and do viral. And it was viral. This one has a V, an I, and then there's an A and an S that are in the word. Let's see what else is today. It's National Yo-Yo Day, everybody. National Day calendar celebrates this day to remember the iconic string toy that generations have enjoyed. We're using today's National Day as a day to give our talents a whirl and try our hand at the sleeper, walk the dog, shooting the moon around the world, and hop the fence. The yo-yo is an object consisting of an axle connected to two discs and a length of string looped around the axle. You move a yo-yo by holding the free end of the string, allowing gravity or the force of a throw to spin the yo-yo and unwind the string, then allowing the yo-yo to wind itself back again. The activity is known as yo-yoing. So, wow. Many believe the yo-yo was first invented in ancient Greece. In fact, a Greece vase painted on from 5,500 BC displays a boy playing with a yo-yo. The Greeks used these yo-yos in ceremonies and presented them to certain gods when a child came of age. Yo-yos are made of other materials, however, were used for play. So, yeah, there's a lot about the yo-yo. It came to the United States to a young boy named Pedro Flores. He immigrated to the U.S. from the Philippines. He called the toy he played with a bandolore, and he created a business and called it Flores Yo-Yo. He started his business with just a dozen handmade toys, and between 1928 and 1932, the yo-yo managing manufacturing company operated in Santa Barbara, California. He added a couple factories in Los Angeles and Hollywood. And on the average, the factories produced 300,000 yo-yos per day. He then sold his company to Donald F. Duncan in 1932, and it was Duncan that made the yo-yo popular in America. He manufactured the Duncan yo-yo in the early 1900s. He was the first to trademark the name yo-yo in 1932. So, yes, yo-yos. National Yo-Yo Day, everybody. Very, very cool. Vista, Vista. I think it's Vista. V-I Vista, and it was Vista. So we are now on our second thing, and we have an SAL, and that's all we have. Yep, no visit because it needed an A. You are correct, Lady V. So we have this one here that has an SAL, um, and that's all that we know. Let's see how our poll is going here. Let me find my map. Oh, excuse me. Let's see our poll. Genre I like the best, sci-fi fantasy is in the lead, 3/4 of the votes, and comedy has got the other quarter, with 8 votes. Thank you guys so much for that. How many people do we have watching? We have 7 people watching, and we have 10 likes. Wow, thanks a lot. That is greatly appreciated. I do not know. Let's check and see if that is I think it is. So it was basil. Then we have an S, an I. We don't know where they go with the L, and then an NG at the end. This really can only go one way. Saling. And then we have a F, an R in the middle, an O at the end, and a G. What could that be? It is a National Applesauce Cake Day. Days of the Year says everyone loves a slice of something sweet, and National Applesauce Cake Day is just that. It shines a light on a simple yet delightful dessert. Applesauce cake, with its moist texture and flavorful spices, has charmed dessert lovers for generations. It's not just about indulging in a tasty treat, it's also a nod to culinary creativity. Encourage people to explore different recipes. Why do we celebrate this unique day? Applesauce cake has its roots going back to colonial times. It gained popularity for its simple ingredients and easy preparation. Its significance grew especially during times when the resources were scarce. This day honors the humble cake's history and role in bringing joy and sweetness to our lives. By celebrating, we keep the tradition alive, sharing slices of this delicious cake with friends and family, and perhaps trying our hand at baking it ourselves. The reasons behind National Applesauce Cake Day are as wholesome as the cake itself. It reminds us of the importance of simplicity in cooking and the joy of sharing homemade treats. It's a day for both seasoned bakers and novices to come together, share recipes, and enjoy the traditional desserts' warm, comforting flavor. National Apple Sauce Cake Day. And do we have a word? Forgo. F F O-R-G-O. I believe that is correct. Then we have an O, a blank, an I. So the second and fourth, O, second is O, fourth is I, and an N and a T. Yes, applesauce in a cake makes it yummy. It does give it a different texture if you're using it to replace the oil or the eggs, um, but it's still yummy. Huh. Oh, I think I know what this word is. I believe I know. So I'll give you guys a chance. Let's see. It is Russian Language Day. The UN Russian Language Day coincides with the birthday of Alexander Pushkin on June 6th, a Russian poet considered to be the father of modern literature. Russian is a Slavic language whose closest relatives are Ukrainian, Bel- Belisarian, and Rusin, which is Ukraine and Slovenia. In the 19th century, what we now classify as modern Russian was known as Great Russian. Belarusians was called White Russian, and Ukrainian was Little Russian. Today, over 170 million people speak Russian, and UNESCO established this day in 2010. UNESCO takes and they have different days where they celebrate different languages. And today's is the Russian Language Day, and that was from nationaltoday.com. Hello, B from O. Glad that you are lurking and listening. Thank you so much. The Russian language does sound pretty. I agree with you. Whoops. Um, does anyone have any idea what this word is? Well, I know, I think. Tonic. I'm going to try tonic. And it is not tonic, but it has a T and O, and then a blank, an I, and an N. Oh, okay. I know what this word is too. White Russian is a drink. So it's not tonic. How about, oh, that's why I keep changing it. Toxin. Yes. Toxin. Toxin. And it is toxin. Let's go down to our second one. We have an N in the second, an IL at the end, and there's a U and a T. And it is Infant Feeding Day. Of course, infants need to feed. Everyone does. It's just that newborns and infants need to eat very often and they require a bit more care and attention to get the nutrition they need. In recent decades, popular opinion and various trends have sometimes created stigma and negative experiences for people who feed their babies in different ways. Infant Feeding Day is here to set aside judgment and promote a worldwide community of encouragement and support, no matter which way a parent chooses to feed their baby. So, yes, Infant Feeding Day, daysoftheyear.com. Let me see my until until we meet again. And then we have an R, an E, and an F. The R is at the beginning. That's all we know. This is a word that is often in these puzzles. Is often in these puzzles. Let's see. We have Cave and Karst Day. Caves and Karst Day is gradually becoming a significant event in the United States and with a good cause. The value and influence of caves and karst landscapes on the genetic makeup of the Earth as a whole are utterly mind boggling as more cave enthusiasts across the world explore these underground sites of wonder and beauty. But there's a lot more to cave exploration than meets the eye. Caves and karsts maintain national diversity both above and below the Earth and are homes to many of the planet's most complex and unique ecosystems. The constant flow of water through bedrocks create a karst. As a result, sinking streams, caverns, springs, and other unique elements that makes cave intriguing and magnificent are formed. So, Caves and Karsts Day. Very interesting. Refer, yes. Refer. That word is used a lot. And then we have, let's see, CRAMP, cramp, and then we have an OUT in the middle with an M that goes either at the beginning or the end. National Gardening for Exercise Day. Gardening Exercise Day, National Day calendar. Um, it's a day to encourage us to maximize the health benefits of gardening. Today, we are asking you to learn about gardening and enjoy fresh air and sunshine. Gardening on its own is therapeutic and can be good for your mental health. The fresh air and sunshine both allow you to get vitamin D naturally. Vitamin D is essential for absorbing and retaining adequate amounts of calcium and phosphorus, which are good for the bones. In addition, fresh air is rich in oxygen and a great way to your uh, circulate the oxygen in your blood. Fresh air will clean your lungs, strengthen your immune system, aid in digestion, and increase your energy. Spending time outdoors helps you sleep better and makes you feel happy. So, National Gardening Exercise Day is celebrated today. Mouth. Everyone, yes, everyone needs more vitamin D, Lady B. MOUTH, mouth. So, we have solved that one. So, we are down to here. We've got a D and that we don't know where it goes, and we have an R in the second, an ER at the end. It is Memorial Day in South Korea. This is observed annually on June 6th. This day was set aside by the South Korean government in honor of the brave soldiers who lost their lives fighting in the Korean War and other significant wars of the Federation. It's a public holiday observed by the entire nation in reverence of the lost souls. As Memorial Days go, Memorial Day in South Korea is a day set aside to remember those that have passed away. However, this day is significant and specific to the souls of the fallen soldiers of the South Korean army, particularly those that were lost during the cause of the Korean War. Long before there were two separate sides, there was one Republic of Korea. For 35 years, starting in 1910, Korea was under Japanese rule, and within those years, two very important battles were fought: the Battle of Bongtong and the Battle of Cheongsanri. Both battles were fought the same years, 10 years after Korea's annexation into the Empire of Japan, with the first occurring earlier and lasting for a day, and the second occurring later in the year, lasting for over 6 days. These separate battles had a similar goal, which was Korea's fight to become a separate, independent state. So, yes, National Memorial Day in South Korea. I we talked recently about our Memorial Day, and and there's more countries in the United States has Memorial Day, so when I see them, I like to acknowledge them because, um, they're, you know, they deserve acknowledgement also. I don't know, my words didn't come out right. So let's see, dryer, D-R-Y-E-R, it is dryer. Then we have F-A-U-L-T, fault, and then we have B-O something E-L, and let's see, it is, from National Today, Visually Impaired People Day. Visually Impaired People Day is annually observed on June 6th in Germany. It brings attention to people with vision impairment or loss and hopes to create supportive ecosystems for them. The day also spreads awareness about the feelings of isolation visually impaired people often struggle with and aims to help others understand and empathize with their struggles. So, Visually Impaired People Day celebrated in Germany. And let's see, does anybody? Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Bowel. And then we have trans. And then we have, what is our next word here? We have a blank IF and there's a Y. What could I have an idea what this word could be just by the sheer lack of letters that we have. It is National Drive-In Movie Day. This commemorates the day the first drive-in theater opened in 1933. Today, we want to give thanks to Richard M. Hollingshead Jr. of Camden, New Jersey, for creating the drive-in theater. Today also gives us the opportunity to take a nostalgic walk down memory lane to one of the most memorable times in our lives. A lot of people don't even remember the drive-in movie theaters where you had the speakers and you hooked them on your windows. Now, if you can find a drive-in movie theater, you, tune in to your radio to hear it. National Drive-In Movie Day takes us to a time when fun could be seen on the big screen from inside or on top of your car. This National Day takes us back to a time when seeing a movie on a Friday night was an entire family affair. Some of us remember going to the drive-in theater, yet very few young people today will get to experience the fun and anticipation of spending an evening watching a movie on outside on a huge screen. So yes, National Drive-In Movie Day, National Day Calendar. So let's see what we have. Do we have any words here? Jiffy, jiffy, jiffy. I'll type that up in a jiffy. Jiffy, jiffy. Well, we have been streaming for how long have we been streaming? I can't tell. I don't know where it's at. I can't see. Doesn't give me a time. I don't know. We've been streaming for a while, guys. Jiffy. And it was Jiffy. Then we have an SAY with a P. So I'm going to assume this is sappy. 45 minutes. Wow. It is, yeah, 10:45 in my neck of the woods. So, yep, about 45 minutes. Awesome. So we have sappy and we have drink and we have swift. A lot of these are already going to be filled in here. And then we have that word. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. World Green Roof Day. By National Today says it's celebrated to appreciate the beautiful green roofs that contribute to a better environment and raise awareness about their importance to climate change. Did you know the first record of green roofing was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, planted in Iraq in 500 BC? Also known as living roofs, they consist of vegetation that partially or completely covers a waterproofing system. Green roofing lowers the cost of cooling and reduces stormwater runoff. World Green Roof Day is an initiative um, by Chris Bridgman and Dusty Gedge, who are experts in sustainable green roofs. Very, very interesting. National Green Roof Day. Let's see. We have one more day here, so let's figure out some of these words, and let's go back here and go here. And raise, R-A-I-S-E. Yes, the word is raise. And we have booth, and then we have an A at the beginning, an I on the fourth, and then a DHP. Oh, oh, I know what this word is. I believe this is our last um, thing today. It is World Pest Day. It is an international observation. World Pest Day is observed to raise awareness about effective pest management practices and how they benefit the quality of human and plant life. Did you know that humans have been controlling pest infestations since 3000 BC? Pests are organisms that spread disease, cause destruction, or constitute a nuisance. Familiar pests are ants, rodents, termites, cockroaches, mosquitoes, and bedbugs. Different methods are used to control pests, including pesticides, biological control agents, electronic devices, and physical means, which means you pick them off yourself. World Pest Day, also known as World Pest Awareness Day, is an initiative by the Chinese Pest Control Association. So, World Pest Day, which makes this word so appropriate, aphid, which are those little bugs that get on your garden plants and eat everything up. So we have aphid, and then we have BLUR. What? Oh, blurb. Yeah, no locust. Oh, you take the vitamin B. Yeah, earlier, Nedra said that they take vitamin B because they work from home, and their doctor says they are not getting enough from being inside all day. And sci-fi says they do it because of a surgery they had, gastric sleeve surgery. And yes, there are no locusts on here, but we have a blurb, and that is, let's see, let me make sure I have not missed any holidays here that I want to do. I think we have done them all. So the only one we have left is the one in honor of um, our memes, and we will share that one when that time comes. Uh, and our poll, sci-fi fantasy is still ahead, with comedy in second, but we have a vote for romance. So very good. Very good. So we have blurb here, and let's go down to our next section here. Boop, 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 boop. And this one is unfit. And then we have a SW, and there's an E at the end. This word we have done before. It's a controversial word because it is a proper noun. And yes, people tend to think you can't do this. And then we have an RA and then an R at the end and an O with a Q and a Z are what we have left. Don't have many choices here for what this could be. Wait to see if you guys could type it in. There's a Q and a Z that are available letters and an R at the end, and there's an O. Whoops, Razor. I believe it's a razor. And then we have mated. And then let's go down to this bottom part here. Woo. And label and taxon and lucid and nanny. And oh, wow, we completed the puzzle. I didn't realize we were that close. So yay, we win. Woo-hoo-hoo, green screen. And our words are flunk, gnome, viral, vista, toxin, mouth, trans, swift, blurb, mated, nanny, lucid, taxon, label, unfit, raise, jiffy, dryer, until, basil, sling, forego, cramp, bow, drink, aphid, razor, swede, boost, sappy, fault, refer. So those are our words for today. It took us I don't understand what this is. It doesn't matter. It matters not truly. Um, we are 53 minutes into the show. It took us that much show time to do, stream time to do it, but 40 minutes game time to complete this puzzle. It was fun. Thank you. Yay, we win. You are correct. We won. So hooray, hooray. So um here we go. Nope, it's not meme time. Jerry, we actually do birthdays now. So we're going to do some birthday celebrations and then we will do the memes. So let's start off with our birthday celebrations today. It is June 6th. Let me get my little banner. Can't do the other one because it covers the things. And the first one is let me get this here so I can actually do what I need to. The first one is a little sad. And I wanted to kind of do it first. It's kind of going to be a serious one just for a moment. This young girl was a voice actor. She passed away at 10 years old. She did Ducky in The Land Before Time and Anne Marie and All Dogs Go to Heaven. She and her mother were killed by her father in a double murder suicide after years of abuse. And I really debated on whether to do this one, but I do want to implore anyone out there that if you are a victim of abuse, um, physical or emotional, to call this line, talk to somebody, call or text um, to get help. And they also, if you feel that you are perpetuating the abuse. You can also call this number and get help also. Um, Judith Barcy, tragically, her life was ended at 10 years old, and we don't want that to happen. So you call this number. This is in the United States. I do not know in other countries what the numbers are. Find them if you need to. Call or text and seek help. Um, and let's try to end this horrific um, abuse. So Judy Varsi, a voice actress who passed away at 10 years old. You sort of remember that? It yeah. I was, um I was 14. It's very sad. So if like, just avail these numbers if you live in the United States and you need help. And then we have Drew McIntyre, a wrestler, 39 years old. He is currently signed with the WWE, where he performs on the Raw brand. He is a two-time WWE champion, a world heavyweight champion, NXT champion, WWE Intercontinental champion, two-time WWE tag team champion, and 31st Crown champion. And he was in the Men's Royal Rumble. Good morning, Sue B. Let me see. Something's happening. Yes. Yes, it's very sad, and it is so, so not fair. And it was the cutest character in the Land Before Time. And we have Sue B720. Good morning to you. It's okay that you're running late. I'm glad you're here. You're here in time for the birthdays. I know you. You just didn't want to do the puzzle. Uh-huh. That's okay. And we have a bunch of hellos back and forth. Now, this one I wish Atwood was here because Atwood just loves when it's birthdays of people who are in horror movies. And that is Robert Englund, an actor, 77 years old, and he's skyrocketed to horror fame for playing Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street. But he made his film debut in a 1974 romance motion picture called Buster and Billy. Good morning to you. I am so glad you're here today. It was wonderful seeing you last night. I am so glad that you're feeling well enough to stream. So thank you. Um, I do not know. I do not know if she did or didn't, but she just was just so adorable. But yes. Yes, he got old. That's what happens to people, Jerry. We happen to get old. Yes. Uh, Lady V says, she came for the meat you're displaying and, yep, found out. But yes, um, I think they asked him to do the recent movie, and he just said, "I'm too old." But he also had leading roles in The Phantom of the Opera, The Mangler, and 2001 Maniacs. Lady V says the penalty for running late through chat is you have to run through chat in a rainbow G-string. Lady V, that's scary. Our next birthday recipient today is Kenny Pickett, a football player, 25 years old. He was a quarterback for the University of Pittsburgh Panthers. In 2021, he won a number of awards, including the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award, the ACC Player of the Year Award, and the ACC Offensive Player of the Year. He was the Pittsburgh Steelers' first round pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. Yes, he struck fear in a lot of people when they were afraid to go to sleep. Yes, because he messed with you in your dreams. How did I know? I don't know. So Kenny Pickett. And then this, whoops, I pushed the wrong button. And then we have Levi Stubbs. He was a singer, passed away at 72 years old in 2008. He was a leader of the Motown group, The Four Tops. Some of the songs they sang, Baby, I Need Your Lovin', and I did spell it right. I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. I know that I love you. Okay. Ain't no woman like the one I got. Ain't no woman like the one I can't obviously can't sing like they do. Um and what was really neat as in the Four Tops is that he was offered a billing, like, they have, what was it, Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross and the Hips or whatever, you know, but he didn't do that. He always kept the name The Four Tops. It could have been Levi Stubbs and the Three Tops or Levi Stubbs but he never did that. He always, um, kept the group. He was offered solo opportunities multiple times and never did. He stayed with the group until he was no longer able to sing. Um, yes, Levi Stu great, just a cool human being, besides being an amazing performer. He also was a voice actor. He did Audrey 2 in Little Shop of Horrors and Mother Brain and Captain in The Game Master. He had 5 children, married to the same woman his entire life, had 5 children. I believe they said 10 grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren. I'm not 100% sure on those numbers, but just a cool guy. You don't always find cool guys in the entertainment industry, but he was one cool dude. So yes, Levi Stubbs, 72 years old when he passed away. Um, Happy birthday to you. And then we have Ellie Kendrick, an actress, born in 1990. She's 34 years old. Her breakout role was as Anne Frank on the BBC's The Diary of Anne Frank. She played Mara Reed in Game of Thrones. Her first feature film role was in The Leavening. She had the voice of Talia for Dragon in World of Warcraft Battle of Azeroth and in Shadowlands. And she voiced Nell in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. Yes, loyalty. And yes, that was a wholesome dude. Yes. I mean, I was reading his life, and a lot of times, you usually read things, about infidelity or this or that, or you know, and there, and or the conflicts between a group, um, and they break off because one wanted to be the lead and the other, one got more attention, whatever it may be. But in this case, that wasn't it. Um, he really, really just was a good dude, like that, a wholesome dude, exactly. Um, and, they're few and far between. I know I can't say that. They're there. They're there. They're just not acknowledged. There's a lot of good wholesome dudes out here in the world. just they're overshadowed by the ones that aren't wholesome, unfortunately. So our next person is Gary Graham, an actor, passed away at 73 years old, January of this year. He played Achilles in the science fiction movie Robot Jocks in 1989. He was guest starred on both Star Trek Enterprise and Star Trek Voyager, and he played Detective Matthew Sykes in Alien Nation. That was a good show. It did not get its due. He amassed over 100 different acting credits. Gary Graham. It's getting harder and harder to ID them. Yep, and the bad ones always get in the way. They always get all the attention. The good guys don't. They don't. A lot of times, I agree with you on that. And yes, I loved Gary Graham in Alienation. I it just made me I wish it lasted longer. And yes, loved Alien Nation. I might have to see if I can find that show and watch it. Now we have to get our wrestler in. We had one, now we'll get since there was a female wrestler today, Jessica Cressa. 46 years old. She is known in the wrestling circuit as ODB. Four-time women's knockout champion, one-time knockouts tag team champion. She was in the 2011 movie called Death from Above with wrestler Kurt Angle. I should write these movies down and see if I can find them and do a watch party with them. Um, that would be really cool to do, but I don't have a paper to write it down on, so I won't remember. I won't remember because that's what my brain does. And who else do we have? Oh, this is really interesting. Elliot P. Jocelyn is a doctor. Oh, okay. You can stream it on, the places where Sci-Fi says. Yes, yes. Oh, wait, we're gonna go back because whoops, there she goes. Yes, she's scary. She looks like she no, I would run away from her if she was angry at me. She looks like she'd just be fun to hang around with, but I wouldn't want her to get mad at me. So now we have Elliot P. Jocelyn, a doctor, passed away at 92 years old in 1962. He was the first to comprehensively study diabetes, which was very obscure condition during his lifetime. He created the diabetes self-management education technique, which allowed patients to medicate themselves. He was the first he did the first epidemiological study of the disease, where he compiled a list of diabetes sufferers, their symptoms, treatment, and outcomes. There's also a hospital, a foundation, I believe, or that has been created. I mean, he did so much for people in the diabetic community. And I believe one of his quotes was something along the lines, um, I'll have to paraphrase it because I can't remember, but it's basically a patient, uh, with more knowledge will live longer. Yes, he did not create insulin, but he did the, self-management technique, allow patients to medicate themselves. Actually, and I was looking online at one of the manuals he actually had. Um, yes, his aunt got diabetes, and that's what got him interested in, studying it and learning about it and trying to improve, ways for patients to have a better chance of surviving. At that time, um, there wasn't a lot. So absolutely, um, amazing man, still honored and revered to this day for, what he has done. Um, so Elliot P. Jocelyn, happy birthday. And we have Jonathan Nolan, a screenwriter, 48 years old. His brother is director Christopher Nolan. He has written Memento, not Christopher Nolan, but Jonathan Nolan has written Memento, The Prestige, The Dark Knight Rises, and Interstellar. And he's a writer and director on the series Person of Interest and Westworld. Jonathan Nolan, 48 years old today. And then we have, another sporty for, Dadman Bill Dickey, a baseball player, passed away at 86 years old in 1993. He is a Major League Baseball catcher. He spent his entire 19-year career with the New York Yankees. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1954 and became a manager of the New York Yankees in 1946. His number 8 jersey was retired in 1972, and that number was also worn by Hall of Fame catcher Yogi Berra. Bill Dickey, 86 years old when he passed away. And then we have James Monkey Schaefer, a guitarist, 54 years old, co-founder of the nu metal band Korn. He founded Emotional Siphon Recordings, and he was nicknamed Monkey because his feet look like monkey's hands when spread. Oh, I guess there is no better reason to be given that name. But the guitarist for Korn, James "Monkey" Schaefer. And we have Jimmy Jam, a music producer, 65 years old. With his producing partner, Terry Lewis, they became one of the most successful producers of all time. Responsible for more Billboard chart-topping singles than any other producing team in history. They crafted hits like Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation and Usher's You Remind Me. And Snortopoopas says, "The snooze monster is kicking my furry butt. Have fun, every human." You too, Snortopoopas. Have a good nap. Master says, "One of my emo girlfriends played corn all the time. I can't stand them though." That's okay. You don't have to like them. That is absolutely okay. Jimmy Jam has earned more Grammy nominations for Producer of the Year than any producer in history. He has had 11 nominations from 1987 to 2006. I like some corn. Oh, what's that little kid? Corn? I like corn. His actually, his birthday was recently. We did share about him. The little viral the kid little kid when it was asked at a fair about corn, and he just went just hog wild crazy, just loved corn. It was so, so cute, and it became like a song, it became viral. It was just really, really, really cute. And our next person is Richard Smalley, a physicist. 62 years old when he passed away. He's a physicist and astronomer, considered the father of nanotechnology. and he won a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1996 for his discovery of fullerenes. So Richard Smalley, 62 years old when he passed away. And that is all of our birthdays today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed them. Hope there were some good ones. I was kind of looking, um, doing, tomorrow's birthday. There's some good birthdays tomorrow. Some good birthdays. I can't wait to do them. To let you guys know, I will not be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. Um, I am visiting a family and the house gets it's gonna be everybody's gonna be there, so I'm not gonna stream on those days. My scheduled streams, I won't probably, I'll be over on Dadman's. It's his birthday on Saturday and doing some, celebratory stuff over there. So, I will see you over on his channel. And it says, corn is also the name of for one of the strongest German alcoholic beverages. It is made of potato and has at least, oh wow, 40%. Oh my gosh. The best birthday is Saturday, June 8th. Yes. Yes. Yes, it will be his birthday on Saturday, Dadman's birthday. What did he say? He's gonna be 54? I'm so bad at at numbers. I think he said he's gonna be 54. Yeah, he was born in '70, so yeah, 54. Okay. So, yes, it's gonna be a fun, fun time. Let's go ahead and pop this back up here. And guess what? It is time for something meaningful, but let's read the celebration that this is about. National Higher Education Day in the United States. Uh It recognizes the importance of education in improving our lives. To excel in your dreams, it is important to have the latest knowledge in that field, which can be attained through higher education. Millions of young and old people take time out on this day to make plans to get a higher education and think about the options that they have by researching scholarships, potential career courses, and even doing a bit of a job shadowing. So, National Higher Education Day. Because of that um, day, we are going to have college memes today. Yes, college memes. If you're lurking, Unicorn Daddy's happy 75th birthday on Saturday. And Master says, 25, he's 25. When will you understand? Oh, goodness, Rambling Canuck put out that rumor that Dadman is gonna be 75 on Saturday. Oh. Hey, Penny, hello, how are you? We're just getting ready to do memes. I hope you have a wonderful day today. And Lady B is throwing out some of those, links of my Twitch channel, my wish list, all of those. Thank you very much. I need to get it where it automatically does it, but I haven't done it yet. So, yes. Here we go with something meaningful. College memes, everybody. Things I studied for, things on the exam. Yep. I was pretty good about figuring out what was on the exam. I never necessarily did it pretty bad. I did pretty good there. Yes, memes. It's memes. College memes. Go to lectures, finish your assignments, get job, look for grad schemes, study for exams. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Stop, please stop. I didn't think there was a quote that so accurately described how I feel about my assignments. Oh, sometimes I start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way. Yes, it's in meaningfuls. Yes. Yes, sometimes you just start writing and hoping it becomes coherent at some point. Yes, the guy on the left is Mo and the guy on the right is Larry. Yes, on that one at the beginning. Yes, they are relatable. And I know everything, always. The only thing I always forget was exam day itself. That would be bad. When you have to read the same page over and over because you keep zoning out. I do that just in life. It doesn't have to be college. It doesn't have to be a college textbook. Just in life, I zone out and have to read things over and over again. What do you call a stress-free college experience? Imagination. Yep, in your dreams. Professor, good more freshman, write that down, write that down. Oh my gosh. When you keep changing majors, should I be should I do elementary school teaching? Should I do psychology? Should I do quantum physics? I just don't know what to do. Yes, stress-free college is a fantasy. Aflac. It's Aflac. Come on, change. There we go. When you're graduating and you don't even remember what you studied. It's not meant to be stressless. It's meant to mimic Darwin's survival of the fittest model. Mhm. Yep. 4 stages of a morning lecture. Oh, I still remember I hated morning lectures. Daredevil is law. Is that this last one? Daredevil is law, Superman is journalism, is, the alumni kid that, just goes to school and has no idea what he's going to major in. That's what it is. When the lecturer asks if you have any questions, can you, repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? I catch this girl every week filling up her milk jug in the morning at the cafeteria. The college student struggle is real. Yes, hope the guy on the left doesn't the sleepers doesn't start drooling. Oh, well, it says on the table he'll be fine. Uh, you do what you gotta do, man. That awkward moment in an exam when everyone else is using a ruler and you have no idea why. New Year's resolution, touch grass, computer science majors. Impossible. I have a question, sir. Why the heck this martyr wasn't over 45 minutes ago? Because they can't do that. They can't do that. A kid who came from nothing to overcome adversity. College admissions. Eh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. A kid whose parents are alumni. College admissions. Woo! Yay! Welcome! Come on here! Come on! Hurry! 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 Yes. I didn't. I did it. I got my master's degree. I'm done now, right? Oh no, we're just getting started. It's now time for the PhD. Dun dun dun. Most of the logical people are the students. I have a question that take computer science. Never done. Never done. Yes, that is so true, Lady V. Professor, what inspired you to write this essay? Me. The due date? I like to consider myself a handyman. Gotta do what you gotta do to pass university dorm inspections. Yes, I do. I love those kinda answers too. Me, I'm scared of tomorrow's test. Also me. Yeah, I think I'll just, look at my phone, drink a little wine, get a face mask. I'm just gonna chill here. I'm not gonna worry about it. Not that much. Not that much. High school teacher. College professors won't be as laid back as I am. College professor. I'm canceling class just because. So take a quiz. I posted online. Do you pinky swear that you watched the video? Yes or no? One question. That's the quiz. Yeah, we wish. That is not always the case. There are a lot of professors that feel that they're the only class that you're taking and that they can give you lots of work because their class is the only class that you are taking, and that you're not probably having a part-time job because you can't afford to go to school. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they would. I don't think that happens that often. I do not think that happens that often. So everybody, we are an hour and a half into the show, 11:30 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States. Let's check our poll here real quickly to see how it is going. We still have we have 15 votes, but it's still kind of the same. Sci-fi fantasy is first comedy and then romance with action adventure at the end with 15 votes. Thank you, all 15 of you who have voted. Also pinned is a link to an show I am going to be on tonight, Nettie's Network. Netters Network. Sorry about that, Netters. Netters Network. Tonight I will be on that show, having an interview. I am really, really excited and looking forward to it. And I hope to see some of you guys there. Um, so, yeah, be there or be square. Okie dokie. So, guess what? It is now time to start our descent into the real world. So, please raise your TV trays, put your seatbelts on, and put your seats in the upright position. We are now, that looks so weird. What just happened? Am I streaming, everybody? Can you hear me? Because this show is saying that I'm not streaming. Have I stopped streaming? Okay, I have not stopped streaming. Oh, that is so weird. StreamYards is being really, really stupid. So I am a little nervous, but we're just gonna continue to let me check and make sure. Okay, it is still streaming. StreamYard just says that I am not, but that's okay. That's okay. We are now descending into the real world, everybody. So please be prepared for the altitude change, the attitude change, and I will um, hope that I can gently bring you into the real world. First off, let's talk about Team Park Streamers. They're trying to raise $7,500 for Children's Hospital of Orange County. They are now at 5,155. If you can help them by taking this link, which I'm going to put in the, let me, let's see, www.chalkwalk.org, Park Streamers. I hope I did it all correctly. Um, If you could cut and paste that and post that in your other social medias to help them get to their 75,000 goal, if you want to, that would be fantastic. They have till July 19th when that walk starts. We also have Dad Man's birthday celebration, June 8th, this Saturday. He's gonna have impromptu streams all day. It's actually gonna start on his Friday night, which I should have put the slide in, but I didn't. His Friday night live, chill chat, will start at 10, and it will go into his birthday, and that will be his first stream. So, check out his Twitter, Twix, at DadmanWalking55 for any stream times that he has. Also, I do impromptu build streams. You follow me on Twix and Threads. Twix M Dadman Walking, Threads at Mrs.DadmanWalking55 for the times of those builds. Also, my morning musics with Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, your daily dose of positivity, are Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m. I am not doing them this weekend. Um, so I will, be on tomorrow, and then I will do Monday. Um, you can support me on my Ko-fi at Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, my Throne at Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. Um, Ko-fi is a donation site. Throne is a gift site. So they're both really cool. Go, check them out. Um and, if you would like to support me, that would be absolutely fantastic. You can also, if you're on Twitch and would like to join that channel, you can also do that to help me get revenue that way. I have a PO box address. You can check out the info section on my YouTube and Twitch channels. You can send stuff to me. You can send birthday cards, whatever, to Dad Man Walking. His birthday is this Saturday. Or you can send stuff to Angelo, my youngest, who is a streamer on Twitch. My streams and VODs, YouTube is at Mrs.DadmanWalking55, Twitch, @Mrs.DadmanWalking. And for reminders, Twix is @MDadmanWalking and Threads @Mrs.DadmanWalking55. So let's check up and get all caught up on our chat here. Let's see where we are. Boo, 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 boo. So there's the stream for Chalk Walk. Mr. Hyde came out before the Hulk. Yes, it did. Mr. Hyde is based on a Robert Louis Stevenson movie. Yes, Unicorn Daddy's Friday night stream. There is the link for that. So hit the notifications. Yes, party on, dude. Unicorn Daddy's birthday. Yeah, and hello, Mark D with the C. Hello, how are you doing today? You're getting in just at the end of the stream, but I'm so glad that you stopped by. So some hellos. Yes, and here is the address if you would like to actually send us a package. The P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. Thank you very much, Lady V, for that. So it is about an hour and 36 into the show, and it is time for me to ask you to please depart the plane and enter the real world. And please bring your positive attitudes there and help brighten up the world. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a stewardess, like a stewardess, and it's not really working very well. But anyway, you guys, thank you for showing up today. And remember to be kind, to show love, and that you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. You have a great rest of your day. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.